We're at the Cafe Du Monde. We're getting a coffee and beignets. Yep.
Oh, the camera down somewhere. Go ahead.
So we call this spider hand. Alright, let's do this. This is so much powdered sugar.
Sorry.
So good, dude. So good. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my June vlog. I am so excited about this June vlog because this month, well yeah, it's the end of June so I can still say this month. This month was the month that a lot of awesome things happened. First of all, I went to New Orleans for CrimeCon. It was amazing. We'll talk about that. My daughter had her prom, her senior ball. My daughter graduated from high school. It was just an amazing month. Now, there was a couple of things from May that I didn't really get to talk to you guys about because I didn't do a May vlog. It was just very busy, especially with planning on going to CrimeCon and getting ready to go to New Orleans. But I'm going to start off the video with a couple of things that happened at the end of May. I'll let my May self explain that to you. So tonight's a Thursday. I set up a little like surprise date for Adam. It's something, it's called like a smash room where you go in and I guess like just take a baseball bat to things and destroy them. I thought we've had a rough month so far. Not like a rough month, but we've been working a lot. He's been working a lot. I could tell he was stressed. We've been kind of like a little short with each other, sometimes bickering. So I said, not only do we need like a date, you know, time away from the kids, time just for ourselves, but I thought we could add the cathartic element of, I don't know, like smashing things and breaking them. I saw the whole smash room thing on an episode of The Bold Type and I was like, that looks really fun and interesting. Like it feels really good. I wonder if it's as fun and feels as good as it looks. So we're gonna find out tonight and you guys are gonna find out with us. Isn't that exciting? I'm gonna vlog it. Probably not while I'm in there smashing things, but I'll find a way. And you know, then maybe we'll grab some dessert or something, just a little time to be together. It's been a very crazy month so far. We haven't had a lot of time one-on-one. And in a marriage, you've really got to keep like that one-on-one time. You've got to make sure that you're making time for each other. You got to make sure that you're making time as husband and wife and as a couple and not just like family time. And maybe I'll do this, if this goes well, maybe I'll do it like once a month, like find a creative way to spend some time together. Not just like dinner and a movie, but something creative. I like planning things and I like surprising him. He figured it out last night. I've kept it a secret for an entire week, but he figured it out last night because he kept asking me questions and he's smart and he like process of eliminated me. And I'm kind of really bad at keeping secrets because I love surprising people, but I'm really bad and not wanting to give them the surprise like as soon as I can. So we figured it out, but maybe once a month I could just plan something cool, something different, something out of the ordinary. And then Saturday is Neb's senior ball, which I'm really excited about, so you guys will see that. She's gonna come and her friend are gonna get ready here and put her dress on. I'm so excited. And then I'm gonna bring her to the venue and take pictures of them. I can't believe she's going to college in the fall. I was just talking to her about it today, like, you know, financial aid and trying to figure out how she's gonna pay for room and board. Like she's staying on campus, which is something that, you know, just blows my mind. I can't imagine my daughter being a college student and living on campus. She's still a little girl to me who would shove herself into a bed with 65 lambs, stuffed lambs. She loved stuffed lambs. She would just shove herself in the bed with all her stuffed animals and she would have no room for herself to sleep. That's who she is to me still, and just to think she's going to college and she's gonna live on campus, like, there's a lot of fun stuff coming up in the next couple of days, so hopefully give you guys some footage. My life's typically boring. Like I said, I just sit around and record videos and edit them and research for them. And then next month I have CrimeCon, so that's gonna be a really exciting vlogging experience. Can't wait to share it with you guys. All right, let's go smash some shit. I have to get dressed. I'm not gonna wear this, even though I probably should wear this because I'm just gonna be smashing stuff. Yeah, maybe I'll wear this. Maybe I'll put jeans on because right now I'm wearing like pants that I wear to clean in. See how they have like bleach spots on? Because I cleaned the bathrooms today, so I have like bleach spots on my clothes. That's from bathroom cleaner. So I will not wear the pants that I clean toilets in to go smash things. I really need to feel empowered, and thinking of myself cleaning toilets makes me feel the opposite. So probably jeans. All right guys, let's go smash. It sounded so bad. It sounded so bad. Let's go smash things. Not let's smash. Okay, I'm gonna stop it. I'm stopping.
Ready to smash.
We're here. We couldn't find it because they don't have a good sign, but we found it.
Ready to break some stuff.
Ready to break some stuff. And Adam's gonna take forever to get out of the car. We're late for our smash session. That sounds dirty.
Oh man.
Are you scared that something's gonna happen?
No.
Are you scared that I might turn the bat on you?
Yeah, that would actually be what I'm most afraid of. This is where it gets hostile.
Okay, so I'm gonna play this video. It just tells you all the stuff. You can start getting suited up while you're watching it.
Okay.
It says it.
Okay.
And if you have any questions, just let me know.
Alright.
Before suiting up, hang your coat up on the provided hangers. There is also a cabinet inside of your room to keep personal belongings, a speaker to hook up with your phone to play music, and a fan to cool off if you get hot. You will first put on the bodysuit. Suits with longer pant legs are larger in size. Next are the disposable gloves and the heavier gloves afterward. Then you will put on the safety goggles. You will never
goggles.
wear the safety goggles. You will wear glass.
It's not a real person.
Last is the never pick up sharp or dangerous pieces of glass. Do not throw objects at the camera. Only throw breakables against the designated smash wall. Smash wall. Failure to comply with these rules will result in an immediate end to your smash session without warning. We appreciate it. We hope you have a great time and happy smashing.
Wait, can I wear my real glasses? Or...
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, you gotta put your, ready to smash?
Let's smash.
Is this the room?
Yep.
This is the kill room.
Oh my god, this is exciting. It looks like a kill room. Like we're Dexter. Alright, let's go in. 35 minutes.
35, yeah.
Oh my.
But it usually doesn't even take that long. Because you just,
Oh, I'm sure it won't.
yeah.
Oh, these are the things we have? Look at this. So we got some printers. We got some bottles. That's gonna be fun. What are these over here?
This one.
Look, babe, they say Verizon on them. Oh my god, these pretty plates.
Yeah, hey. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? I mean, hey, hey. Yeah, what's good? Let's do it. Yeah. Let's get one more. This is it.
I'm running this myself like they ain't giving me the option. I may have failed, but that ain't gonna stop me from stopping. I hate to burst your bubble, but I'm here to get it poppin', so I'll do so. I'm grinding for the moolah, dinero, I love it mucho. I'ma stay fuego, they go loco, cause what I say is bueno. Queso made, got a taste, now we chase pesos. Yeah, I made Lalo, but I activate the crown like a halo. I'ma do this cause I say so. I'm getting in touch with all of my chakras. I know patients like doctors, but that don't mean I'm waiting around. I'm steady making the rounds until my enemies are taken out like mobsters. I keep it real, they know the deal. I'm a rock star, and I ain't ever pop Zans, but I got bars. Always keep it locked down like a cop car. Homie, you are not hard, not hard. It's all day that I do this. I was born to win, I don't think about losing.
So this is the aftermath. It's kind of creepy. Oh, we should turn on that fan. It's hot in here. Your breath's so hot. We loved it. Wasn't it like cathartic though?
It really was.
Right? Like at first you were like, oh, this is kind of weird, and then you really get into it.
Yo, this is crazy.
Ow!
She broke her finger.
I hurt my finger so bad.
It's just bruised.
It hurts. It hurts.
Don't be a baby.
I think one of the things that I hit back. What'd you think?
I thought it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like at first, you were like, "Oh, this is weird," you know, like what do we do? What do we start? But once you get going,
It helps to
it's
have
hard to
some
stop.
like music.
Yeah, we played Linkin Park.
And then you can really get into it. You can even get like 2 weapons at once, you know? The only thing you have to worry about is hitting the other person. That's the only thing I can see is like a big liability.
That's a big
like, what if
liability.
you like haul off and I just like whoosh, and
That's
hit
why
you
you
with a
sign.
crowbar?
That's why you sign a waiver.
But you could like seriously mess someone up in there like unintentionally.
I'd do that with him again.
I'd be more worried about you. You kidding me?
Because they didn't tell you wear like boots or something. I'm wearing like Adidas
Yeah.
sneakers. They have like mesh tops. What if a
Same
piece
here.
of what if like a piece of glass came flying up and down on my toe? Like that's the one place I felt exposed.
I thought that I was gonna rip my shoes, not that I was gonna hurt my feet.
Like the bottoms?
No, the tops, because they're mesh. I thought they were gonna like get cut.
But then your foot would get caught too. Okay.
I don't think so.
You want to get dessert?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna go to this place called Phillips European. We go like once a year
Yeah.
because we never get out. But whenever we're in like this area and we have like a date night where we're alone, which is like once a year, we go to Phillips European because they have good desserts and coffees.
Yes.
So let's do it.
All right.
I don't know. Oh, my hand hurts. Let Adam show you how powerful his car is.
I'm not doing anything.
It says DSC malfunction.
Can you just like turn that off now?
Here's the place. Isn't it cute? So if you're in the Rochester area, you need to come here. They have the best desserts. Shout out Phillips European. Look at those. Oh my god.
But it doesn't mean that
Want to sit at the bar?
put it right down.
We're just gonna sit at the bar, but
Okay, sure, yeah, no problem.
Delicious.
Have a great night. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Oh,
Yeah, that chocolate tiramisu tort.
baklava.
That's a big baklava.
The Viennese meringue tort. Raspberry cheesecake. I'm thinking baklava. I'm thinking maybe this lemon tort looks bomb.
It's like a thing, apparently.
Yay. Oh my god.
How many people can actually eat a whole?
Oh my god.
I mean, it seems like a bit. It seems huge.
Adam, don't hate, please.
Chocolate covered strawberry with the raspberry still attached.
Whoa.
I thought he saw me. I was like, yo, shoot.
I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through to make
look at me
those
and wink.
rainbows in my mind. When I think of you sometimes,
You don't know
I
how to
wanna
wink.
spend some time with you, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us. Building castles in the sky, just the two of us.
I used to dress Neb off at prom, or senior ball.
We look for love, time for tears. Wasted waters, all that is, and it don't make no flowers
This
grow.
year, she's going to senior ball. She looked absolutely
Good things
beautiful.
might
She
come
looked
to
like a
those
princess.
who wait.
It was
I'm not the
everything
fool.
that I imagined it would be, and it was obviously very emotional. And you know, just seeing her in that dress, I thought about what it was going to be like when she got married, or when she gets married, and you know, it brought some heavy but happy emotions along with it. So it's these times in your life that are happy, they're great, they're milestones for you and for your kids, but they're also hard because it makes you realize how fast time is going. It makes you realize that you can't go back, you know, to when she was a little girl. You can't ever rewind time. So if you guys have young children, you know, enjoy all the little moments, even if they're hard, even if you're exhausted, even if it feels like, you know, the days never end. Like they say, the days are long, but the years are very short, and that is true. Either way, she was happy. She looked happy. She looked beautiful. She was ready for it. You know, it's so exciting. It's an exciting time in a girl her age's life. I remember being in that time of my life and, you know, feeling like I couldn't wait to grow up. And, you know, I'm sure she feels the same way. Like, she can't wait to grow up and be an adult and make her own decisions and live life her own way. And I'm just over here like, you know, can I get a little bit longer of your childhood? Can I keep you with me a little bit longer? So silly. Especially with Nev, you know, it's hard because I spent so much of her young childhood. I was going to college and I was working 2 jobs and I was not home a lot, and I didn't really get to be a part of her day-to-day like I am with Bella and Aiden. And that is something that always bothered me and is a main reason why I always kind of strived to find something that I could do to be able to stay home so that I didn't miss you know, my other kids' childhoods, because I felt like it was just always going so fast with her, and I was never around for what I wanted to be around for. So it was hard to see her, you know, go and walk into her senior ball. I remember like it was yesterday when she was a little girl. But I'm happy. I'm happy. It's a good time. It's a happy time. So I'll leave you with that. We always feel like we have more time. We always feel like we have more time with our kids. We always feel like it's never going to end. But they do grow up and they do leave you, except for this one. They do grow up and they do leave you. But right now I've got Aiden and Bella here with me, so I am going to I'm gonna go spend some time with them and hug them. Oh my god, look at Bella. Bella insisted on putting a dress on like Nev. Hi! Look how pretty you look! Sissy, I dropped her off at the dance. Yeah, you look beautiful. Let me show me how you dance. Spin. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Daddy.
Daddy's car, yeah.
Me.
You want to get in?
Yeah.
No. June started for the most part with me just getting ready to go to New Orleans. I was so excited to get there. I was also nervous because it was my first CrimeCon, so I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what the format was going to be like. I didn't know what was expected of me when I got there. I had never traveled before without my husband as an adult. Like, obviously when I was a child, I would go places with my parents, but I never traveled before without my husband, so I was nervous as well. So I brought my sister Sam along to keep me company, to keep me safe. And then of course we were going to meet other people while we were there. John Crimes, we were meeting up with him. Clarissa Sheik, Amber Loves Mystery was there, John Lorden, Danielle Helen, Gray Hughes, all of these amazing people that I've been talking to and keeping in contact with and watching them. And then I would get to meet them. And, you know, John and Clarissa and I, we were really tight, so we were very excited to meet each other for the first time. We'd been talking for like several months, and it was just going to be exciting. I was nervous about that too, because when you're talking to people so much online and then you meet them in person, you're always afraid it's gonna be awkward, but it was not awkward at all. It was like we had known each other our whole lives. Okay, so it's June 5th. I leave for CrimeCon tomorrow morning, June 6th. Today it's like 8:40 right now. I gotta get Aiden on the bus in 10 minutes. I recorded this morning. I got up at 5:30 to record part 2 of the Natalie Wood video. Today I need to edit it. I'm sick. If you can't hear my voice, I'm completely losing it. I've been getting sick for like 2 days, and what I really need is a nap today, but that's not gonna be able to happen. So after I put Aiden on the bus, I have to finish recording this video, just like finish the conclusion. I'll record that really quick, and then I'm gonna go to the gym instead of take a nap, because I can't take a nap because it's just not possible with Bella. So I'm gonna go to the gym, hope that makes me feel better. And then I need to edit this video, I need to pack, and I need to do and put away a ton of laundry. And I think packing is gonna take forever because I'm an overpacker. I always get worried I'm gonna forget something, and I always do forget something. I'm so tired. I have a feeling it's gonna be crazy busy and I'm not gonna get everything done that I need to get done, but I really need to get this video finished recording, edited, so I can have it up by tomorrow because I'm not gonna be putting anything up while I'm gone. And I'm leaving tomorrow, which is Thursday. I'll be gone Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and won't get back until Monday. But, oh, we're gonna have so much fun at CrimeCon though. You'll be with me the whole time. Let's just get finished or started with the day, I guess. It's 9, it's almost 9, so I guess we're getting started with the day, but I've been up for 4 hours, so I'm already really tired. Hey, Rosie. Oh, you're wet because you were outside? Is it rainy outside? Is it rainy outside? You're like a little wet puppy dog. Where are you, Rosie? I'm gonna miss you, Rosie. I'm gonna miss Rosie so much. Oh, I'm gonna miss Rosie so much. I'm gonna miss Rosie so much. What's up? Bye. You better get your socks on. It's 8:45. Never. I love getting Aiden up for school in the morning. It's so much fun. It's not fun because he won't wake up. I'm tired. I'm tired too. Go back to sleep. I wish I could go back to sleep. I'm gonna miss you. How much are you gonna miss me? Tell me.
1%. Just kidding. 5,105,000,1,200.
That's a lot.
What?
That's good. Of course it's raining outside, so I have to put my hood on. Aiden, let's do your hair really quick.
Why?
So it doesn't look like that. Not really. It looks a mess. Quick. Shh.
And the afternoon?
Yeah, maybe.
When I come home and then until we go to bed?
Maybe.
You're gonna put this on YouTube?
Yeah.
It's gonna be 24 hours.
No, I'm gonna edit it. Okay, how's that look?
Make it look worse.
No, I did not make it look worse. I just feel like I hear your bus coming, so I don't wanna risk it. I think it looks great. So I leave for New Orleans. It's 9 o'clock, 9:10. My sister's on her way because she's coming with me. We have to get our flight out at 11:55. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're ready. I'm just getting everything like settled before I leave, getting a video uploaded. This is what I'm wearing on the plane, just my friend's shirt and some jeans, like some comfy jeans, and then my combat boots. This is Sam over here. Hey, Sam. So I will resume the vlogging. I'm so sad because Adam and Bella both aren't awake yet, and I kind of wanted to like see them before I left, like spend time with them. And then Aiden woke up 10 minutes before he had to get on his bus. And I was like, Aiden, we gotta go, we gotta go. And I didn't get to see him. So I just feel like nobody cares that I'm leaving.
Jeff went to work and didn't care. He forgot to say goodbye.
Well, we are gonna have fun, so. So we're at the airport, we're waiting. We're at this place called Gusto, and they have like a little bottle of Chianti, and then we wanted to get it to drink on the plane, but then they said we couldn't drink it on the plane, so then we were mad. We still couldn't drink it here. We could have drank it here, but between eating and drinking, I don't feel like an hour's enough.
Probably not. That was a big bottle.
No, that was like two glasses.
Two big glasses.
So we ordered BLTs, and she got a Coke and I got a root beer. And we're gonna just be happy with that until we get to New Orleans, and then we'll buy a couple bottles of wine for the hotel room.
Yep.
Are you sleeping on the plane? Are you like a plane sleeper? No.
I downloaded the invitation meeting.
What is that?
It's about
breaking the German machine Enigma, code breaking back in World War II. It's with Benedict Cumberbatch. It's a movie. Yes. I thought it was a game. You said the game. No. Well, I wanted to read Sam's tarot cards, but she says she's scared of that spooky witchcraft. Self-fulfilling prophecies. I'm gonna do it. It's scary. They ordered burgers and it's like 10:30. I feel like pushing it with a BLT, like a burger. There she is with the drinks, everybody. Yay! BLT. Did they want to give me like fries or chips? So we're gonna eat this BLT. I wish I would have said crispy bacon. I don't know. I always forget. But the toast is good. Yeah. Did I already bite this one? One bacon out of my mouth.
I could rock a BLT every morning for breakfast.
Sam and I, we got in the plane. The plane experience was pretty horrendous in my opinion. We were flying Southwest. We were flying Southwest, and it was just so weird because I've never had an airline board people and then tell them just sit wherever there's an opening. I've never had that. We always have like an assigned seat. So we did not have assigned seatings. They told us to basically sit wherever we wanted. And obviously we were like always in the last like portion of people getting boarded because I'm cheap and I didn't spend a lot of money on my tickets. But by the time we got on the plane, all the seats were pretty much taken. So we only got to sit next to each other on like one leg there and back, which was kind of annoying because I wanted to sit with my sister. I brought her there with me. You know, I'd rather sit next to her than a stranger, but that didn't happen. When we got to New Orleans, it was so funny because I had ordered an Uber like on the plane, but then it took forever for the plane to onboard and we had to get our luggage. So the lady was waiting for us. And of course, me and my sister, we start off our journey in New Orleans getting into the wrong Uber. So we're like in there, the lady's talking to us. I opened up a bottle of the water. I went to like drink it. And then these other people are like banging on the door and they're like, this is our car. So we had to get out and find our car. And I felt really awkward because I was super thirsty and I wanted to drink that water. But it was the Uber lady's water. So I like closed it back up and put it. I didn't drink out of it, guys. If somebody else got that, I'm sorry. I didn't drink out of it though. I just opened it. We finally got into our Uber. We got to the hotel and we got in on Thursday because I wanted to make sure I was ready for Friday morning. We get in on Thursday. I think we got in about like 5 o'clock and I was stressed out because my sister's birthday had been in May and I knew she was excited about going to New Orleans. We both love vampires. We're both huge vampire fans. We loved anything Anne Rice, anything vampires. And they used to have an Anne Rice tour in New Orleans, but since she moved and went to California, they no longer have that. So I had scheduled for, I think, 7:15 that evening, a vampire walking tour of New Orleans for my sister for her birthday to surprise her. But we got in at 5, and when we got to the hotel, we stayed at the Hilton Riverside Convention Center and Hotel in New Orleans. When we got there, there was like so many people in line. So it seems like everybody had the same idea to come in at the same time. And they all had these bags that said True Crime Fanatics. So I knew they pretty much were all there for the convention. So it took forever to check in. Then we got our room. Our room was beautiful. I don't even know if I got any footage of it, but it was beautiful. We had the river view, which was a little disappointing to me because I had thought the river view was gonna mean we had like a balcony or something. We could go outside and look at the river, but it was just a window. But it was super cool because there was barges always going by on the river. It's the Mississippi River, so there was always barges going by, and that was really cool to kind of be sitting in the room, and then all of a sudden this ginormous barge, like the Titanic, drove past your window like way higher than you even were. Okay, so we checked into our hotel. I'll show it to you when we get back, but we had to rush because we're going to the vampire tour, and we have to pick up our CrimeCon badges, so we have like a really short amount of time where we could get in the room, but I'll make sure to show you the view and everything. We're walking through the hall now because we're about to get the badges and then go out. Sam's always on her phone, dude. It's like being with Adam again. It makes me feel like I'm talking to myself. What's this, stairs? Elevator. We could just go down the stairs.
It's 5 floors.
Oh no. Maybe if you weren't on your phone, I'm supposed to be following you. It's like one of those haunted hotels where the elevator's not where you leave it. Then we left and we went on the vampire tour, which was amazing. Guys, you think I am a good storyteller? The woman who ran this vampire tour, she told a story like no other, and she like memorized everything. She never looked at notes. She spoke so eloquently and so clearly and so entertainingly. I highly suggest that you guys check out a vampire tour like this. If you guys go to New Orleans, I'll put the link of exactly who gave me the tour because there's a lot of different ones. So I'll put the link of the one I went to in the description box, but it was so so cool. And it was like our first walk through the city. We basically got to the hotel and then we ran out trying to find where the vampire tour was. And we had no idea anything about the city, so we showed up like last. We were a little late, and then I asked the woman if I could record a little bit of her while she was talking, and she said absolutely. So I did. I recorded some of her talking. I recorded the things we saw.
Look, I haven't made any special arrangements on your behalf, so no one is supposed to jump out of the shadows, reach out, grab you, drag you off kicking and screaming into the shadows. If that happens, that is a mugging. You need to run, because I'm not coming after you. My best advice is this. When you're running for your lives in the French Quarter, do remember the same rules apply that also apply in the zombie apocalypse. You do not have to go the fastest. All you need to do is go faster than the slowest person, right? So over our kneecaps. The next morning, just before sunrise, these guys go away. And they don't come back again until after sunset the next evening when they untie her other arm and repeat the process from the night before. She watches as they drink her blood. On the second night, though, they don't tie her up so well. And that's how she's able to make her escape the next morning just after sunrise, when she's certain these men will not be returning anytime soon. Twice. 1788, 1794, fires destroyed most of the city, and we were rebuilt during our Spanish colonial era through Spanish fire code. So most of the buildings, they've got more in common with structures in Old San Juan and Puerto Rico.
The last stop of the tour was the creepiest and the most interesting. It was the old Ursuline convent, and not only was it an extremely creepy place, but she told us a lot of creepy stories about it. It has to do with the casket girls. I'm gonna do a Halloween episode on it, so don't worry, I'm gonna go in depth on that, but it was really creepy. Just being there, the whole city has this super old European vibe. Like, you know, you're in a modern city, but you're also in like this old 1800s old world Europe city, and you're walking on cobblestones, and the architecture is just absolutely gorgeous, guys. Oh my goodness. The architecture in New Orleans was stunning, and a lot of these places still have these, I don't know if they're actually flames, I think they're candles, but they have these old school like candles outside of the houses, so it looks like the streets are candlelit. What an amazing and beautiful city. I could not get enough of it. I did not get enough of it. I didn't have enough time there. I need to go back because obviously I was just, trying to get time in New Orleans when the convention wasn't going. But anyways, we had a great time.
And he has no family in town, and he has no allies in town, and if he wants to sweep this under the rug, he better be prepared to provide a few crisp packets of $100 bills to do that sweeping with, because this is New Orleans and nothing's ever changed.
On Friday, the convention started. Hi everybody, here at CrimeCon. So we're just about to go down. True crime, what's it say? True crime fanatic. Is this your bag or mine? No, this is mine. Got my badge. Standard. All I could afford. And we're about to go down to Podcast Row. I went and found my table so that I could bring all my stuff down and I wasn't walking around aimlessly with like all my stuff looking for my table. So now I know where my table is. And we're gonna bring the stuff down to the table, then we're gonna set that up, then we're gonna grab some breakfast, then I'm gonna get started on Podcast Row, and I think Sam's gonna go to the staircase thing. Yeah. But she'll be with me until the staircase thing starts, right? It's so fun. Guys, I'm gonna show you everybody setting up, so I'm gonna bring the camera with me so you can see like everybody setting up their stuff, they're building their sets. Are they called sets? Exhibits, I don't know what they're called, but let's do this. It was so cool. I went down a little early to like get my table and everything ready, but there was a line of people waiting to get into the convention area. A line of people, like all the way through the hotel. So amazing. And I walked by all of them because obviously I was on Podcast Row, so I could, but I felt super bad doing it. But I walked by all of them, and the first people I see when I go in are John Lorden and Danielle Helen walking around and, checking things out. And it was so cool to meet them. Guys, John and Danielle are two of the most real, centered, down to earth, cool and relatable people. I think I wrote something on Instagram, especially when I met Danielle, but I said it's so strange, you know, when you see somebody on YouTube and you're like, oh, this person's really nice. They're probably not that nice in real life. They're just pretending to be nice. But these people were truly that nice in real life. So nice, so helpful, so welcoming. John helped me put up like my poster because I didn't bring anything to put it up with. So he gave me some tape and he helped me and he kind of kept an eye on that for me. Danielle brought her husband and her kids because her son was celebrating his birthday and she didn't want to leave him at home. She's such a good mom. Her husband is so nice, so helpful, obviously so supportive of his wife. Such a nice family. Her daughter was adorable. She told me when her birthday was and she told me she wants slime. So I made sure to put her birthday in my calendar. I'm going to send her slime because that's what she wants for her birthday.
Never been to any kind of Stephanie Harlowe.
Hi! How are you?
It's so good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Oh my gosh, I'll be visiting you at your
Yes, come and see me.
big fan of you.
Oh, thank you. What's your name?
Yeah, I just got recognized by somebody. It was like the most exciting event of my life. Her name was Blair. So Blair, you're amazing.
All right, welcome to Podcast Row.
Some people are like, oh.
Look at all these fans. They got gift bags.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
One's with me, she's with me, I'm on my own.
I don't know how you have time for that.
Yeah.
I don't know you have time for that. Yay, thank you. Then I met Gray Hughes, who I've also been talking to. He helped me a lot on the Kanika Jenkins case, and we talk from time to time. Gray in person was so much different than I expected him to be because he seems so serious in his videos and, you know, so like factual, but he's such a fun guy, such a sweet guy. His wife is an absolute angel. Gray, you're so lucky you found her because I'm sure she puts up with a lot from you and she lives with you and loves you anyways. What up?
Hey, Stephanie Harlowe.
Hey, what's up? Then Amber Loves Mystery came in. Her table was right next to my table. We actually, you know, talked and chatted and got along. We both said it was our first time, so we were a little nervous about being there, about, you know, not knowing what our place was or what we were supposed to do. But then, you know, people started coming up to my table and they recognized me. There was a point where I was just standing there and somebody screamed like, Stephanie Harlowe, and they ran over and like gave me a hug and people started coming up and they were like, oh, we love you, we recognize you. People had me sign autographs, which was so incredibly insane because I've never done that before. Guys, it was such a humbling, amazing experience. I felt so blessed because I gave everybody a super big hug, which I think they were surprised about, and I probably shouldn't have because I know that some people don't like to be touched, and I don't think about that because I'm a hugger. If I see you, like I'm gonna immediately like pull you into a big bear hug, but I gave everybody a huge hug. I took pictures with people. Everybody was so supportive, so nice, so welcoming. What an amazing experience. Here she is, guys. This is my table. This is where I'm gonna be sitting. And this is like the whole thing. Danielle and John and Gray are over there. Amber Loves Mysteries next to me today. A bunch of other ones over here.
2 years ago, the very first CrimeCon in Indianapolis, the survivors of the Golden State Killer were trying to bring attention to their case. A year later in Nashville, they had an answer. There are families in this audience that want the same answer. So hopefully by CrimeCon next year, they experience the same thing that the survivors of the Golden State Killer experienced last year.
Friday after the convention, we went to Lucy's Retired Surfer Bar where Danielle and John were having a meetup. And we went there and hung out with them. Amber came with us, Clarissa, John, my sister. We were all there. It was so great to hang out with them and talk to them and talk to the people that had come with them. And then afterwards, me and John and Clarissa and Sam, we went to the Cat's Meow, I think it was called, for karaoke. And there's a bunch of other people there. Gray Hughes showed up. Karaoke was incredibly fun. I love karaoke, and that stage was amazing. It was like an actual stage. You know, you were high up and there's people down there like shouting and raising their arms out to you. I love karaoke. I will always try to go to karaoke anytime I have a chance. So that was amazing. I sang She Will Be Loved, I think, by Maroon 5, but then they play a song between each karaoke song that they have. So they'll play a karaoke song somebody else sing, and then they'll play a regular song while the other person's getting queued up to do their karaoke. And it was En Vogue, Never Gonna Get It, which is like one of my jams. So I was about to give the mic away, but then I was like, no. And I kept it, and then I stayed up on stage and I jammed out to Never Gonna Get It by En Vogue, which was incredibly fun. John got up and he sang Stronger by Kanye West. Gray Hughes sang Ice Ice Baby. It was so cool to just hang out with them and see them in their normal element. Hanging out with Gray's wife. Amber came along too that night. We had a great time with her. I think she live streamed like the entire night, if you guys saw it.
Looking at like the offices, I'm living how I'm living, so I know I'm good. I'ma do this forever, that's understood. It's all good. I've been in it for too long to look back now, and I got the shit unlocked like it's a crackdown. I'm coming out the background, cause I'm knowing my time is coming. My income's incoming. I'm here to make something out of nothing when they told me I couldn't. And I'm the truth, bitch, the proof is in the pudding. It's all day that I do this. I was born to win, I don't.
It was so cool to see my sister having a good time because she works really hard during the week at home. Like, she just got promotions and she's working really hard. She's very responsible. She's way more responsible than I am. In fact, I had to have my sister carry my passport for me like the whole time because I think I dropped it once, and she said, no, I'm carrying this from you from now on. So she kind of took care of all that, made sure we got to the plane on time. And when we got to the hotel, she made sure we locked our passports up in the safe. And I was like, just leave them out. Nothing's going to happen to them. She was like, you're crazy. She likes to know what's going to happen and what we're going to do. And I'm more like, whatever, wherever the wind takes us kind of thing. Anyway, Saturday was the convention again. Saturday was such an interesting day. Saturday, I got to meet Rabia Chaudhry from, the Adnan Syed case. I also got to meet one of the police dogs, and he was so cute. Saturday was also the day that I was able to interview FBI agent or retired FBI agent Jeff Reinick and his partner, Marilee Strong. They wrote the book together, In the Name of Children. I had talked to you guys a little bit about that in a Coffee and Crime Time. Such an amazing experience. So incredibly cool to sit down and give an interview and talk to people who know so much more than me about crime and the case at hand, which was the Yosemite murders. There is so much to that case, guys. John Crimes and I are working on a video for that, but it's going to be incredibly well researched and incredibly well shot and, very thought out. So it's going to be a couple months before we get to that, but I am working on it. Jeff was so nice, funny. His wife was amazing. Marilee was so smart, so capable, knew so much about all these different cases. I talked to her a lot about the Scott Peterson case because she was, really into that. It was just, once again, a humbling and enlightening experience that made me feel so incredibly blessed to be there. Now, there is a subscriber of mine, a cool-ass subscriber of mine. Her name's Celeste, and on Instagram, I think she's Tarot Celeste, but she had come up to me. She lives in New Orleans. She came up to me at the convention, and she said, listen, I, work sometimes at this vampire speakeasy bar, and you should come, but you need the passcode. So I was like, what? This is so cool. I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk about this. I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk about it, but I'm going to. I'm going to do it. It was so cool. So Saturday, after I interviewed Marilee and Jeff, we got ready. We had dinner at the hotel. And then me and Sam and Clarissa and John, we all went to this vampire speakeasy bar. And everybody was kind of like, what is this going to be about? It's kind of weird. Sam and me were pumped because obviously, like I said, we love vampires. So you walk up and I'm not going to tell you where it is. Should I? I don't know. It's supposed to be a secret, I think, but I'm going to tell you anyways. I hope I don't get in trouble. So there's this jazz club in New Orleans, and it's called, and I think it's on Bourbon Street, it's called Fritzl's Jazz Club. The speakeasy bar is called Potions, and it's behind the jazz club or hidden in there, behind and up. So you have to go to the front door, and there's this German girl, I think she was German or Eastern European of some kind, and she was obviously checking IDs and taking covers and stuff. And she was like, oh, how many? And I said, the vampire sent us, because that was the code at that time. It's probably changed by now, but that's the code at the time. And she said, right this way. All spooky, didn't break character once, didn't smile, super dead ass. She brought us back through the jazz club. And then she brought us through this alley almost. And this guy was walking by and he was like, oh, what's up there? And somebody I was with said, it's a vampire speakeasy. And he's like, oh, I want to go. And she was like, what's the password? And he said, vampires are real or something stupid like that. And she was like, that's not the right password. Go away. She was like really badass. So then we walked up. She pointed up. We walked up these stairs. And then there was a door where you had to turn the key to get in. And basically there's nobody up there besides us and the people that we were with. There was 2 other guys. But it was so cool. They had absinthe there, real absinthe. Insane. Now, I guess I ordered a drink that was green, but I thought it was made with something else, green vetiver or something, or vetiver, but I guess there was absinthe in there. It would have been the first time I had absinthe, so that was pretty cool. I wish I had, been more aware of what I was drinking, but it was delicious. It tasted like Pernod, kind of a black licorice sort of taste. I don't think Clarissa and Sam liked it that much, but I really did like it. And there was such a cool vibe. It was like the parlor of an old-fashioned house, and the bartender was like pouring the absinthe. There was a woman over in the corner doing tarot cards. The guy who helped us, his name was Mike. He works there. He was so cool, and he is so into true crime. He told us about this museum in New Orleans that you can go to. It's like a crime museum. I wish we'd gotten the chance to do that next time, but he was really knowledgeable about true crime, so we kind of exchanged stories and talked a little bit with him. There's this big balcony or outside seating area that wraps around, and a lot of these places in New Orleans have this outside kind of balcony and seating area. The Cat's Meow had it too, so we spent a lot of time out there kind of just looking at the city. And I'm always surprised that there weren't more people out on these kinds of outside areas. There was nobody else on the balcony besides us, our party. So we got to sit there, we got to chill, we got to talk and hang out. The Vampire Speakeasy was the coolest thing, like probably the coolest thing I've done in my lifetime, because it felt legit. So thank you so much, Celeste, for telling me about it. Thank you so much for Mike for helping us out while we were there. Thank you so much, Eastern European lady at the door, for not breaking character and creeping us the heck out.
We're here on the balcony of the secret speakeasy vampire bar. Shh, they change the password every week. Y'all ain't gonna know what it is. But this week it was the vampire sent me. And she sure did. He's amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna take that.
Thank you.
He's awesome. Do you ever get to dress like a vampire?
What's that?
Do you ever get to dress like a vampire?
Sometimes.
All right, so we got.
Chris is 6'2". I'm 6 feet.
He's gonna follow me on YouTube so he can see himself in my vlog.
Yeah.
Yeah?
What's up?
Do you give me permission to put you on YouTube?
Of course, of course.
You heard it.
Yeah.
Oh, and Saturday, while we were waiting to leave the hotel to go to the Vampire Speakeasy Bar, I met Laura Richards. We took a picture with her. Laura Richards was the one who did the Dirty John case. She's also done so many other documentaries. She did one on Keely Anthony. Such an amazing woman. She's so tall and beautiful and graceful, and I just thought it was so cool. She was standing outside the hotel. We were standing outside the hotel. We just went up and talked to her. All of these people were so down to earth and so cool and so willing to talk to us. It was amazing. Rabia Chaudhry was somebody that I've looked up to and have followed her work for a while. And when I met her, she was like, oh, you look so pretty. I love your pigtails today. So I was wearing pigtails. She was so sweet. And so, like I said, just down to earth and willing to talk and willing to, give you the time. And I just thought that was amazing. Sunday was the day that we wanted to get out and get some footage. I'm doing the LaLaurie Mansion case for a Halloween installment. So I wanted to go to the LaLaurie Mansion. We wanted to go to the abandoned Six Flags that was in New Orleans that got shut down after Hurricane Katrina. John had a case that he wanted to do that brought us some crazy places. And we went to the St. Louis Cemetery because I wanted to see that, even though it was closed when we got there. I was so disappointed, but it is so insanely cool that the people of New Orleans, when they die, they're buried above ground because they're below sea level, so they can't bury their dead in the ground. So all these cemeteries, they have all these amazingly cool and creepy crypts that are above ground. St. Louis Cemetery number 1 was the one I wanted to go to because it's the city's oldest graveyard and it dates back to 1789. Apparently, it might not even just be that the city's below water level or sea level of why they're buried above ground, because that also used to be European custom, and New Orleans is a very European city. I particularly wanted to go to St. Louis Cemetery number 1 because Marie Laveau was buried there. Marie Laveau, if you're familiar with the history of New Orleans or if you've watched American Horror Story, Coven, she was the voodoo queen, basically very famous in New Orleans. She's buried there, but you can't even go in there without a guided tour since 2015, I guess, which is incredibly disappointing because I think it's a little odd that they're charging people a pretty good amount to go in and look at these graves and to kind of get a piece of New Orleans history, but I guess they've had a lot of vandalism. That's why they say that they only have guided tours now. I think it has a lot to do with money, but what do I know? Who am I? St. Louis Cemetery number 1 gets about 200,000 visitors a year on unauthorized tours though. And it's really tiny, it's very crowded, it's not much bigger than a square block. The vaults, they're laid out like little houses. It looks like a crowded little town. It's so strange and so creepy. And Mark Twain said once about New Orleans, there is no architecture in New Orleans except in the cemeteries.
So we're at the American Horror Story Coven House.
Private property.
Private residence, no soliciting, no loitering, private property. So we're about to get kicked off someplace else. Let me just take a quick picture. I'm walking back across the street. I'm just gonna take a picture for the IG. Look at Samantha. You mean walk like around the side? Okay, we're gonna do that.
So that was incredibly cool. We also did go to the American Horror Story Coven House, which was a cool experience all on its own because while we were there, this group of, teenagers, or I think they were young, probably like teens, 20s, they were all dressed up like the Coven girls. So we got to take a picture of them and with them in front of the house. They were such cool kids. I told them about the Vampire Speakeasy Bar, even though I'm pretty sure they weren't old enough to go in there, but hopefully they were.
Can I take a picture with you guys? Video for YouTube? Because you're like the Coven girls, right? Yeah. When I turned the corner with my camera, I was like, oh shit. I felt like I was there, but hi everybody. Hi. It's American Horror Story Coven. It's where it was filmed. Aren't they beautiful? Thank you.
When we went to the Six Flags abandoned park, it was not as easy to get in as you would think. It's heavily guarded, which is strange because it's an abandoned amusement park. And so what are they guarding? Why don't they want you to go in? There used to be people who went in all the time and took pictures, which I can only imagine was probably the creepiest, eeriest feeling ever. But we tried to go in. We walked up, and the creepy story that I have to tell you is when we were walking up, there was already 2 people up there. A guy and a girl. When they were already up there and we were walking up, security pulled up, and as security was pulling up, the girl snuck in under like the do not enter signs, and she ran. So only the guy was left, and the security guard was like, you can't be here. So the guy came back and we were talking to him, and I was like, well, what's going on? Is she okay? And he's like, I don't know, she just ran in there.
He's in there, I got him.
Do they know that she's in there?
No,
I don't think so, because when he pulled up, I thought she was going to come out.
You guys are going in?
I guess
We want to.
You can talk to him, maybe pay him something, I don't know.
Right.
About what happened?
No, his friends still in there.
We went with him and we sat on like this little bench where they used to be a bus place, but it's not. It's abandoned just like the park. And we were kind of waiting for her. Like we didn't know if the security guard had gotten her. And then me and John tried to go back up and get some footage, and the security guard came back. And I was like, I'm not getting arrested in New Orleans. So I started running. John was running too, but I had to tell him like, we gotta run. We can't stay here. So we couldn't get in the park.
Going on scene with Stephanie Harlowe. We're going to get arrested. Arrested, mate. Or as we get footage for our documentary. We're at 6 Flags closed down in New Orleans.
But when we left, when our Uber came, that guy was still sitting there waiting for his girlfriend or his friend, which is crazy to me because it's like, did she ever come out? Was he ever able to get home? What happened to them? I was like, are you going to be okay? Like, I almost wanted to get his number so I could make sure that they got out and he was okay, but I didn't want to creep him out. So that was kind of creepy. I just imagine like him sitting on that bus stop, like that abandoned bus stop, all forlorn, waiting for her, and then he disappears too. Like a show where he's just sitting there and then a bus drives by, and then once the bus drives by, he's disappeared. What happened to him? Without a trace. They vanished. Where are they?
So we just left the abandoned Six Flags in New Orleans, and we were gonna get in. How do people get in? How do people get in? we were gonna try to get in, but then a security guard came up and he was like, this is private property, you gotta go. And then we didn't at first. And then he came back and he was like, you have to go, I said. So then we left. But then this other girl who was there with another kid, she slipped under the fence.
And then Stephanie started running with her butt out.
No, that wasn't yet. That wasn't yet.
Oh, okay.
She slipped under the fence, okay? He didn't see her, the security guard. Then we went back up again. Me and John went up, are we gonna get some like footage because the security guard left, but then he like came booking back over and I saw him and then I ran. Yes, I ran. I didn't want to go to New Orleans jail. That's not how I want to spend my last day here. I did run.
Nolans? Nolans. Say Nolans. I just want to hear you say it. No.
I do not want to go to jail. It's my last day in the city, okay? I'm not done with Nola, and she's not done with me.
We almost ran into the bayou.
Bye, the bayou. I left, and then John was like, I'm not gonna run. I can't even get John to walk around this damn city, okay? We just got some footage at the LaLaurie Mansion for my Halloween video on Madame Delphine LaLaurie. Thankfully, Sam and John have been patient with me. We've been all over the city today, literally all over. We went to the old Six Flags that's abandoned. We went to, where did we go? The American Horror Story Coven House right here. We went to, now we're in the Garden District. This is the first time I've ever been in the Garden District, and it's as beautiful as I imagined. This is where the Mayfair Witches were in Anne Rice's Mayfair Witch Story, but the whole series of the Mayfair Witch Stories took place basically in the Garden District. And this is where Anne Rice herself lived until she moved to California. She lived in the Garden District. It's a beautiful city. It's awesome. I love it, and I don't want to leave. I'm not ready to leave. I'm not ready to be done with it yet. There's so much I still want to see and do. The Museum of Death, I want to go to that. We've been all over the city today and I love it. I wish I could have spent every day like this. The convention was awesome, but next time I come, I want to have just 2 or 3 days where I can walk around the city and see everything I want to see. It's just an amazing place. We're tired. We got a lot done today, guys, right? Yeah.
Yes.
We're tired, we're hot, we got a lot of good, yeah, my feet are okay. My feet hurt. I'm just really hot. I need a shower.
Yeah,
we need a shower, we need a drink, we need some food.
We did 2.
I think we earned it.
What, did we do 2 documentaries?
Pretty much, I mean.
We're waiting for Carl. Carl is supposed to be 1 minute away.
Okay, well, Carl?
Carl is coming.
Is that right, him right there?
Nissan Central, isn't it?
And then Monday morning, we left. We had to go. We left. I was so sad to leave. But I did get some shirts from CrimeCon while I was there. I got that pink shirt that I wore the other day in a Coffee and Crime Time that said "Catch Killers, Not Feelings," and I got this guy. I'm only here for an alibi. It's a white sweatshirt. I wish it hadn't been white. I wish it had been black with white writing because I'm very bad with white. Like, this is going to be filthy within no time, but it says CrimeCon on it. CrimeCon was amazing. They had everything set up so cool. The speakers they had, I only wish, not that I wasn't on Podcast Row because I loved being on Podcast Row, but I wish that I'd had more time to go and actually see the people talk. We got to go to the Dirty John one. There was the Adnan Syed one. But there was other ones. Lana Wood was there talking about Natalie Wood. I would have loved to have gone to that. I would have loved to have seen Jeff Reineck's actual presentation that he gave, which I guess ended up being like one of the highlights of CrimeCon, but I was on Podcast Row. But the stuff they put together, the speakers, the people, it was amazing. There was so much there, and victims' families were there. The Delphi family was there, Abby and Libby's families. I got to meet for the first time Alyssa Turney's sister, Sarah Turney, even though I've chatted with her a little bit on social media before. It was so awesome meeting her. She's so sweet. She's born on the same day, October 15th, as my oldest daughter, so I knew there was a reason I loved her and, you know, felt really connected to her. I will be covering Alyssa's case and story as well very soon. It was just so cool. I'm so blessed and happy that I got the opportunity, and I highly suggest any true crime fan out there, and you obviously are if you're watching this, you should definitely make an effort to go. Next year it's going to be in Orlando, which is not as cool as New Orleans, but still, we're all going to be there. I'll definitely be there without a doubt, and I know that John plans on going back. Danielle and John Lorden, I'm sure they plan on going back. Gray Hughes, he better go back because we need a reprisal of the karaoke. CrimeCon is an experience that as a true crime fan, or if anybody who's interested in true crime, you should not miss. Just the opportunity to hear these people speak on all these different cases in one weekend, to get to talk to them one-on-one. Like David Rudolph was there, Michael Peterson's lawyer from The Staircase, just to get to talk to them one-on-one and, you know, get their input and their side and maybe learn things that you hadn't known previously about the cases. It's priceless. So I do know if you want, I think the tickets are on sale now for Orlando and they're like much cheaper. Basically, when I got back, it was just a flurry of trying to settle back in. I hate traveling and I felt sick for weeks after I got back. I always feel like crap after I travel. Lots of stuff was going on with Nev. You know, she's starting school in September. She was graduating that month. I was finishing up the Natalie Wood case, which I didn't finish until I got back from New Orleans. So there was obviously a lot of stuff going on. I didn't vlog too much, but there wasn't anything really vlog-worthy, in my opinion, that was going on until my daughter graduated this past Wednesday. She graduated from high school. I cannot explain to you guys enough, or accurately enough, how incredibly bittersweet it was, because I just feel like time went so fast. And before I know it, she wasn't walking in the door to get a snack from school or to get help with her homework anymore. She was walking across the stage as a high school graduate, ready to go to school in September and start her life as an adult. And that's really what it is she's starting her life as an adult. And my husband, Adam, was like, you know, this is a happy thing. Like, you did a good job. And I said, yeah, it's a happy thing. But at the same time, it's incredibly hard because if you're a parent, you know, when your kids are little, like Aiden's age or Bella's age, 6, 7, 8, 2 years old, they have problems. They always have problems, but it's so easy for you to fix them. You know, all it takes is a lollipop or a popsicle or a kiss on the knee when they have a boo-boo. That's it. And then they feel better and you're the hero. But when they get older and they're, you know, starting to become adults and they're starting to deal with real life issues, your job changes and your ability to fix their problems becomes way less easy because their problems aren't little kid problems anymore. Their problems aren't baby problems anymore. A popsicle's not going to work, although it might still help. They're dealing with real issues. They may be dealing with, you know, relationship issues or struggling with their career path or struggling financially. You know, you can tell them everything's going to be okay, but not everything will always be okay. There's going to be times when they leave situations changed, maybe for the worse, maybe for the better, and you can't help them with those things in the same way that you used to. You can't make their problems go away as easily as you could in the past. And that's why it becomes hard for a parent who sees their child transition into an adult life, because we've been there. We know how hard it is, how hard it still, you know, is even when you think you have it all figured out. Things happen that you don't expect, and you want to be able to take all the pain away from your kids and make them feel better and make their problems go away, but you can't. And that's why it becomes very hard, because you want to let go, but you're afraid what they'll encounter in the world. So that was why it was hard for me, but I am so proud of her. She's such a beautiful, poised, classy, smart, kind young woman. I could not have asked for a better daughter. She's perfect in every way. I'm incredibly proud of her. I'm incredibly excited to see what she's going to do. So that was pretty much June, guys. Nev's ball, Nev's graduating, CrimeCon, and research. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it wasn't too lengthy and boring. I hope you really liked the New Orleans footage and liked hearing about my experiences. I really like sharing them with you. Thank you so much. June was insane. I will never forget my experiences in June. Let's move on to July. Stay kind and stay beautiful. Bye.
Eyes on the road, look on ahead. Don't let the wheel color your sky. Take on the world that's surrounding you. Paint the red blue if you want it to shine. You'll see all roads lead to home. Stars will be lost under the crowd, and pyramids fall under the sun. Follow the light that see our roads lead to home. Destiny waits to share the cool waters. Drink from the stream to find your own way. It's not too